Hey guys, David here. So I've decided to take this channel in a different direction. Basically, I'm resurrecting it again. And this time, it's going to be how I trade and invest my way to financial freedom. Now, what is financial freedom for me? Well, I've decided I'm going to target $1 million or roughly $30,000-$40,000 in residual income every single year. That's what my target is. Why? Well, life's been a bit crap. Right now, I have COVID and I'm isolating, which is kind of a bit crap. But there's definitely a few other reasons. Recently, I had some share house problems and I ended up having to leave my share house. And I moved back into a van and I kind of got really depressed and life got really, really hard for me. I found that it was hard to reach out and ask for people to help, just talking to people, and it's found life is really, really, really hard and lonely. And when I reached out to people, I found they would often pull back or pull away. I've really kind of come to the conclusion that as a young male, I don't really have any support network. And that's kind of been really hard for me. So I've jumped back on the self-help bandwagon in an effort to turn my life around so that I am better and more confident in myself and can go forward. And one of the areas I've decided I really want to tackle is my finances. I really want to get to a stage where finances are not a problem. I really want to get to that stage. And after the last few months, I've really come to that conclusion. This is something I really have to do, something I must do. So now I'm going to be documenting my journey towards that. That's my goal, is to document that journey. And I hope that in covering my journey, that people who are fans of my channel, I know it's only small, but anybody who enjoys my channel will actually find the journey of somebody else who's broke and maybe find that inspires them. Maybe they will use the knowledge that I share to take similar steps, or maybe they will see my mistakes and learn from them. So I'm hoping that this is not just about me. I'm hoping that it helps other people. It'd be great to be able to form a community in which people really are able to help. Or I'm able to help people. It'd be great. So this is where I'm isolating. I don't have a house at the moment, so I'm in my van and enjoying the view, but you know, it's kind of lonely as well. It's very lonely, which is a disadvantage, but it is cheap, and cheap is good for goals where finances are important. So yeah, this is my home at the moment. It's pretty nice and a pretty good location. So let's have a quick look at my current financial situation. I bought a property about 6-7 years ago for $285,000, right? Currently worth approximately $230,000. So I've got a floating loss of minus $55,000, which kind of really hurts. I don't think I've ever owned that much money prior to now. So it sucks. It really sucks. The recent plague, the Rona, has actually caused my property to go up in value. So it's closer to where it was. It's down at about 200 for a while. Anyway, my yearly expenses for this property are also minus $500 a year, roughly. So I'm also in the red in that department. So not only does this property losing me money, yeah, I've lost so much. I've been paying it down, so it's not the worst. I've been paying it down, so current loan size is $180,000. But if I hadn't been doing that, well, I'd actually have to give money to the bank to get rid of it, because the original loan size was $245,000. Being Australia, we just can't give it away, give the keys back to the bank. It's not that easy. Anyway, let's have a look at the next one. So this is my stock portfolio. It's roughly $30,000, and it's divided up into precious metals, metal miners and some Australian blue chips. I've been watching a fair chunk of YouTube videos and signing up to some paid subscription services, and I've been loading up mostly on uranium and silver. A lot of my uranium plays are up 100, 200%. Some are break even, but that's not too bad. However, some of the silvers have gone down, and because I purchased a bunch of silver itself, that's either gone sideways or down. I think I'm down about 20% on my silver purchases. So either way, I am not worried about my silver going down. Like, it's one of those things that you can hold on to forever, and silver's a precious metal. It's only going to go up eventually. So I'm happy to keep scaling in there. But yeah, you know, I'm roughly 20% up on my entire stock portfolio, which is not too bad. Then there's my crypto portfolio. My crypto portfolio is currently valued around $120,000. It's made up of multiple things. This is not all of it. I have not made the best choices in some of them, and I've made some terrible ones in others. And some have gone really well. I own close to 1 Bitcoin. I own 10 ETH and 30 LTC, Litecoin. I scaled into most of these back in 2019, 2018 when the market was really low. I was just dollar cost averaging in, and I've done really well. Got a gap here because a lot of this stuff I bought later. My Luna, my Dot, my Sol, my Cake, my Neo, and a whole bunch of others I haven't shared. But like, I bought Luna in on like a YouTube recommendation. It's currently up like 600%, so I'm stoked on that one. Like, Dot is quite up. My Sol is about break even. My Cake has been slowly going down. I was really excited about Cake, like earning 60% APY a year. However, there does seem to be a small problem with the tokenomics on that one, and I kind of might regret buying that one. And Neo, my Neo portfolio is down 70%. So some have done really well, some have done terribly. Like, my ETH is up 600%. I've also decided to take a punt with the BTC. Not quite sure if I'm willing to share this one, but you may have noticed that Bitcoin has dropped a lot recently. Well, at around $47,000, I was looking at 50% profit for it to get back to all-time high. So I've actually taken out a personal loan to be able to do that one. It's $50,000 personal loan to try and if Bitcoin goes back up to all-time highs, which I believe it will, and I believe it will do it eventually, even if it's not in the next couple of months, it might be over the next few years. Yeah, I believe that it will go back there. So I will stand to make 50% on that loan, and when it comes to paying it back, I make 50% profit. Either way, that's a little bit of a punt, and the only leverage trading I'm doing is that. I've stepped back from CFDs and other sorts of leverage trading. So if I was to sell everything right now, I'd have about $50,000 in property, $30,000 in stocks, and $120,000 in crypto, giving me a total of $200,000 in Australian dollars. Where does that put me towards my goal? Well, for a $1 million goal, that's 200K out of 1 million. It's 20% of the way towards my goal, which feels like a long way, actually. Like, progressively, it almost feels like almost like I'm halfway. And from a residual income point of view, I'm a 7K. I get roughly 7K a year in crypto interest. So that's approximately 17% of my goal. So that's where I'm up to, and I'm quite happy with that. So something else I'm doing is I'm earning interest on my crypto, which blows my mind that I can buy an asset which is not depreciating, such as Bitcoin, and earn interest on it. Like, it seems like a no-brainer. Something I'm definitely doing. Currently using Blockfi, Nexo, Celsius, and a few others. There's a bunch of links in the description if you're of interest. But yeah, it just seems like a no-brainer that you can just basically put your savings into crypto and earn interest on it. Like, even if it's just stablecoin interest at somewhere between 8 and 12%, seems insane. So, of course, there are risks involved with that, but I'm happy with those risks and I'm willing to risk them. I'm targeting my goal of financial freedom. So that's what this channel's about, and that's what I'm going for. And I hope if you have a similar goal in your life, if this is something that you also aspire to, and it's not just me, like, then think about this channel in the future. Maybe some of it will be of use to you. That's my only goal with producing the channel, is to hopefully somebody else can be inspired and realize that what I'm trying to do is in fact possible. Like, if I succeed, there's your proof, guys. There's your proof. Good luck, guys.